wife like you used to do at home. Jahl, ignorance, they don't know how Muslims treat their wives. Allah is saying us in the Quran how Prophet ﷺ never put his hand on any of their wives. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Always smiling, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. One time he hit Aisha. One time he hit her as a joke. Because he went to the Baqi' to make dua for the Mujahideen, and she followed him. She was suspecting that he's going to go and spend the night with another wife. So when he got out of bed, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, she got out of bed. He put his shoes on, she put her shoes on. He walked out of the house and she followed him. And she was wearing all black. But the Prophet ﷺ, he heard something. He's a messenger from Allah, he knows ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ, one of his miracles that we have to know, that he used to see from his back, just like as he sees from his front. When he used to stand up in the Salah, ﷺ, he used to say, سَوُّوا صُفُوفَكُمْ فَإِنِّي أَرَاكُمْ مِنْ خَلْفِي كَمَا أَرَاكُمْ مِنْ أَمَامِ. Make your line straight. I see you from behind, just like I see you from the front. We believe as Muslims, because Allah describing the believers, one of their aspects and the descriptions and characteristics is that they believe in the ghaib. Who are we as the believers? Alif Lam Mim. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب. الإيمان بالغيب before the Salah. ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون number 3. And when the Quran goes in order, the first part is the most preferable part. The ones who truly believe in the unseen. ذلك الكتاب. Indeed, that book, the book of Allah. هدى للمتقين. This book of Allah that we have, printed right there in front of us. The Sahaba used to write it on wood, or trees papers, or rough, harsh papers with ink. And they used to collect the pages, many of them. And subhanallah, look at the blessings that we have now. We can go online, Quran.com, and we can read the book of Allah. Now these blessings, brothers and sisters, that Allah has blessed us with, is it just for the heck of it? Or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us about that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us. Now these are the blessings that I have provided for you. What have you done with them? What have you used them for? That the Prophet ﷺ is telling us this, that each one of us will stand up in front of Allah in the day of the judgment. And he will look into his right, and we will see his deeds, the good ones. And we stand to the left, and he will see his evil deeds. And we look in front of him, and he will see hellfire. And Allah is asking him, what have you done in this life? These are the blessings that I have blessed you with. What have you used our deed for? What have you used our knowledge for? And that's why we have to seek knowledge. So we know how to give that da'wah. So we know how to give that tabligh, and the Prophet ﷺ say, بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً. The Prophet ﷺ doesn't make it harsh on us. Allah doesn't make it harsh on us. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. That the Quran has been revealed to the Prophet ﷺ in an easy way. يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. The Quran is easy to remember. Allah is asking us, فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Is there one who can remember me? And Allah, brothers and sisters, and we experience that. Memorizing the Quran is not hard. Allah is not hard. هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. If you truly commit to yourself, you want to memorize the book of Allah, you will. It will be very easy on you. But you have to follow and commit yourself. And this is absolutely a tremendous, a humongous trade, an investment between you and your Lord. And this is the book of Allah. When you memorize it and carry it with you wherever you are, Do you want to pray all the time with Qul Huwallahu Ahad, even though it's the third of the Quran? Or you want to stand up at night and read in the Baqarah? Isn't that a difference? How would you feel? Tranquility descended upon you. The angels are surrounded. This is what the Prophet ﷺ said. إن الملائكة لا تضع أجنحتها لطالب العلم رضا بما يصنع. That the Malaika, as we know, as we believe in the Malaika, we believe in the Malaika. If someone is saying, I don't believe in the angels, is not a mu'min. All Muslims will believe in the angels. And the angels are outnumbered the jinn. There are many angels. Now we're sitting with us many angels. And those angels, they surround the student of knowledge with their wings, protecting him from the shaitan. The Prophet ﷺ was a walking Quran. Why don't we be a walking Quran? When you are in your car, turn on your most favorable recitation of the Quran. The Imam of the Haram, the Imam of Medina, the Imam, anybody you like. Why would you turn on music and bring the shaitan to you? Turn on the Quran. Loud! The angels will be with you. Always remind yourself of the book, because this book of Allah is something very precious to us. And don't care what people say. And don't care what the disbelievers say about you. And be proud of your identity. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. We are one of the most favorable ummah that we are out for the mankind, not just ourselves. We are at peace to everybody, to the Muslims and non-Muslims. When Umar radiallahu anhu died, and he got stabbed more than 19 times, and that Abu Lu'lu'a al-Majusi, and he stabbed 6 other Sahabis while they were trying to protect Umar radiallahu anhu, and he killed them. Then they called him, and they asked him, why did you do that? He said, because of what Umar have done to Islam. And the fitan comes after that. When the fitan came after Uthman got killed by the Khawarij, la'anahumullah, that after that, who was happy about that? The disbelievers of the Rome. They say the Muslims now are weak. Why? Because the Futuhat, they stopped. Spreading Islam after Umar stopped. At the time of Uthman, not that much as Umar used to be. And then it's absolutely stopped after Ali because of the fitna that happened between Ali and Muawiyah. May Allah be pleased with all of them. If we don't seek knowledge, and we know our roots, our predecessors, and how they were, and how they traveled from Baghdad to Medina to listen to one hadith, and how Jabir ibn Abdullah the Sahabi, that he heard a hadith, that one of the Sahaba, he knows in Egypt, he traveled from Medina 1 month to Egypt to listen to one hadith. Shu'ab ibn al-Hajjaj. Who is Shu'ab ibn al-Hajjaj? He used to call him Amir al-Mu'mineen in Hadith. He's the leader of the believers in Hadith. And the Muslim leader at that time, he gave him, like you want to say, a pass. And he can arrest anybody who lies on the messenger of Allah. Because he knew every authentic hadith that came out from the mouth of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because he knew the rijal of fiqhat, which really can be trustworthy to say and spread the hadith of Rasulullah at that time of the year, 1st century, when the hadith started to spread. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله لكم فاستغفروه انه غفور رحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahimahullah used to say, الرجال والعباد بلا علم كالأنعام السائبة. وإن الناس والعباد يحتاجون إلى العلم أكثر مما يحتاجون من الملح والطعام. The Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the Imam of the Hanbali school of thought. And if we read the biography of this Imam, and you see what the scholars of Hadith say after him, 10th century after his life, that him and Ibn Taymiyyah, without those two, that the Islam will be fitan in it, and bid'ah, and lies, Because how Allah protected the sunnah of His messenger, of these two Imams, Imam Ahmad and Imam Ehemeya, in the 6th century. He used to say, the worshippers, mankind, without knowledge, they're just like the cattle who are lost. The cattle who are lost, these are the mankind and the worshippers with no knowledge. Somebody who's worshiping Allah with no knowledge. Somebody who's making 1,000 rak'ah a day, but not correctly, not properly, is not better than someone who's making 2 rak'ah, but correctly and properly. Somebody who goes to Hajj, and he doesn't know that he has to have the niyyah to go to Hajj. Now he doesn't know. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us. Now I'm telling you the blessings of Allah. Allah will accept your Hajj because you forgot. Allah bless you because it's an honor for you that you have forgot. Because we are humans. That's why the insan is called insan. From the word nasi, forget. But if you know, and you don't do it, that's a problem. And that's an issue. And that means you follow in your habit. And unfortunately, that's how many Muslims are. Why do we know the truth? And we know the sirat al-mustaqim that Allah has said in the Quran, which is only one. وَإِنَّ هَذَا صِرَاطِي مُسْتَقِيمًا فَاتَّبِعُوا وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا السُّبُلَ فَتَفَرَّقَ بِكُمْ عَنْ سَبِيلِهِ. And the Prophet ﷺ, he drew a line. He drew a line, and he drew small lines on the right and the left. And he said, and he read, and he recited this ayah. But this is the sirat of Allah. Sirat is a line, straight path, firm. Did he say many? Now, do we need all these jama'at? Do we need all these ahzab groups and sects? This is the group of Democrats. This is the group of Republic. That's not such thing in Islam. Don't do that. Don't even vote for these guys. Otherwise you'll be among them. As the Prophet ﷺ said, when أحب قوما فهو منهم وحشر معهم. Whoever love certain type of people and be with them, he will be resurrected with them in the day of the judgment. This is what Allah, the book is telling us. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in the book, in His book, that how many times that the disbelievers don't like the believers. And that they want you to follow their path. وَلَنْ تَرْضَ عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَالنَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُمْ. The Jews and the Christians. They will not be satisfied with you until you follow their way. So you cannot follow their way, even though we are here in this country. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the freedom to worship Him. And they have given us the freedom to worship Him. And whoever is attacking the deen, and whoever is attacking our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, may Allah break his back and cut his tongue. And make dua against him. Because they don't know who the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is. And they don't know his sunnah. And they don't know how knowledgeable he was, and how kind he was, and what he did for this ummah. And how he spread the peace sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And we cannot, the good thing that we are good at it is to go and protest and scream and yell like the cattle, but in the Fajr prayer nobody shows up. That's how we are. And I'm sorry to say that. Now how can we go and protest this? We love our Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And many of them, innocent people died. When somebody has to be killed for something that he never did. And these are what does Allah tell you in the Quran to kill someone? What does Allah say in the Quran about killing someone? وَمَنْ يَقْتُلْ مُؤْمِنًا مُتَعَمِّدًا فَجَزَاؤُهُ جَهَنَّمَ خَالِدًا فِيهَا وَغَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَلَعَنَهُ وَأَعَدَّ لَهُ عَذَابًا عَظِيمًا. This is in Surah An-Nisa also. Surah number 3. Whoever killed a believer, one believer, what about someone who's killing hundreds without even caring, dropping bombs on them? Whoever killed an innocent believer, his jaza, his reward, not reward, his punishment, his absolute miserable life in the hereafter is what? The Jahannam, his hellfire. خَالِدًا فِيهَا. He's there for eternity. خَالِدًا فِيهَا. The one who kills a believer. And Allah is angry on him. You don't want Allah to be angry on you. When Allah's wrath upon you, وَغَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَلَعَنَهُ, He has cursed him. And he has prepared for him severe punishment.